Leanna Meiser here for Posted Outdoors, and I'm with Shawn Monsen, right straight from Easton. Shawn, this was a huge weekend at Lancaster Archery Classic, 10th annual for the Easton team. Talk to me about it.
Absolutely. This is, just like you said, the 10th annual. We've had an amazing weekend. All three shoot downs of the major classes. It came down to pretty much the wire on every one of those. And I'm glad to say that in the women's, we had all top three shooters there. In the men's recurve and men's recurve, we were three for three, and men's compound, we were 2 for 3. So can't be more excited for Team Easton.
So what do tournaments like this mean for Easton to be able to support their pro staff? Talk to me a little bit about how the pride Easton has at these tournaments.
You know, it's just tradition. You know, something with Easton going on 91 years, and just a great way to share the sport, competitiveness of the sport. We got a lot of team members out here, and it's a way for them to kind of show off their skills and show what this sport's all about.
So now you've been shooting since you were 12. So what is Easton's advice to a family that wants to get into archery?
You got, what's that saying? The family that shoots together stays together?
Absolutely. I think that's what it is.
There it is. I mean, you just got to do it. I don't practice what I preach. I'm gone a lot, but I love it when my kids are shooting. They go out and just take it upon themselves. So don't get mad if they put a hole in the fence. Now,
let's talk about the entertainment that Easton provides at these tournaments. The final shootout for the men's unlimited came down to 1 point. They were trading 11s back and forth the entire time.
Absolutely, the intensity. And we had, with both guys, and I'm friends with both those guys. And so just to kind of be sitting right there behind them, it makes you nervous. I almost wanted to throw up just because, it was going one-on-one, back and forth. They're just throwing little lines like that.
I don't even know how they tuned the crowd out, but they kept their focus, which was great.
Yeah.
But the crowd, speaking of, huge, right? I mean, everyone brought their families out. This is great entertainment that's very affordable for anybody to stop by these tournaments, correct?
Absolutely. This is my first time to the Lancaster Archery Classic, and from what I've seen, this is one of the better audiences I've seen as well, besides some of the Olympic and some of the bigger shoots. But these guys put on a great shoot here. They drew, obviously, a very competitive force. With that, you're going to draw the crowd. So it was amazing to be here. Amazing to experience it.
Yeah, it was so great, especially the women's shootout, too. So talk to me a little about, this might be perceived as a male-dominated sport, but Easton has a lot of support behind their women archers. So what are some tips for women that might be interested in doing a little bit more in this space?
Don't be afraid to ask a question.
Yeah.
Women can just, it's great. I've had the opportunity in my career of kind of going back with shooting and working at pro shops and different things. Trying to teach a man, they're stubborn. They don't like to listen. And I'm not a competitive target shooter like these guys. I've lived my life in the hunting world. I'd like to say I'm a great archer. And when I've had my experience of teaching women, they like to listen. They don't have big walls that you got to break down. So for them, they go in, they ask questions, they get the attention when they go to the pro shops. So if you're afraid, if you don't want to walk through that front door of a pro shop, take your kids with you. I mean, the guy behind the counter, he wants to see you and your kids in there. So and there's plenty of great products out there to get women started, too.
I mean, I remember when I was fitted for my first bow and arrows, they spent 3 hours with me just making sure it was tuned in and really build confidence in what we're doing. So does Easton have a program for juniors, kids to get involved?
Yeah, there's a lot of programs out there. There's a lot of products that Easton builds. There's a program out there called JOAD. It's a JOAD program specifically designed for kids. Kind of going back to the women's league, the women's section, it's kind of funny, it's ironic, but happy wife, happy life. If you get her involved, she's going to want to go to the range with you. She's going to want to go down and spend some time with you and shoot. So that's just another great thing to kind of push those men into shooting, pushing their wives into shooting.
That's great. Great family activity. Okay, so everyone I know is going to want to start to follow all of the Easton pro staff. What can they do? Where do they go to find and keep track tournament after tournament?
First, check us out on our website, Easton Archery. Check us out on our Facebook page, and check us out on we've actually got 2 Twitter handles, Easton Archery Target and Easton Arrows. So check us out. Check it out on both sides.
Shawn, you're a pretty competitive archer yourself as well, too. Where can they follow you?
Just Shawn Monsen. That's it.
Right at Twitter.
Facebook and right there at Twitter. So I'm posting there for myself and Art and Easton all the time. So I'm trying to keep the Easton stuff done. I'm trying to keep the The Facebook page is done, YouTube, we got it all. So it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Okay, so we'll end with one fun, interesting question. What is your top of the bucket list for your big hunts?
Wow. You know, I haven't completely decided. It's either Marco Polo or turtles. No, just kidding. Marco Polo. I mean, I've always wanted to hunt Mongolia. I want to do something over there. So Mongolia is probably it. So you all need to follow Shawn Monsen. Everyone travel to Easton's website, and we promise no turtles were hurt in the making of this interview. No turtles.